Hello friends. Today in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how we can configure DSCP failover. So before we are going to configure DSCP failover option, first we need to know what is the failover, high availability. Why we need to configure DSCP failover या domain controller failover. I hope you remember that and at in the previous video in primary domain controller and additional domain controller we had configured as a standby server, additional domain controller in our network. Why? Because if any case my primary domain controller goes down, my primary DSCP server goes down in our network, so my other DSCP server provide automatic IP address to the client so that my network continue will work without interruption. So that's why we need to configure DSC failover option in our network system. If you don't have the critical environment, no need to create DSCP failover option. But you are working in a corporate and you have a multiple system like 100 system, 100 computer, 200, 300, 400, 1000, 3000, you must create DSCP failover option. Any other failover option like firewall failover option, domain controller failover option, server high availability, you need to create. So today in this video we will learn how we can configure DSCP failover option in between two DSCP server. So friends, this is my primary DSCP server, which is the host name is DSCP 001, IP address is 192.168.200.10, and domain environment, it's working in domain environment. Domain is itsunil.local. Operating system Windows Server 2012 R2. So let's check. Go to server manager. I have already installed DSCP server role in this server. If you don't know how to configure DSCP server role, so you can refer my video how to configure DSCP server and how we can do that. Okay. So today in this video we will cover only DSCP failover option. So I have configured install DSCP server. You can see here. So DSCP server name is DSCP 001, and I have configured here two scope. One scope is 192.168.10.0. Address pool is 10.02, 10.22, 250, and other scope is 192.168.200. Now you can see. Okay. So you can configure multiple DSCP scope in this scenario. If you have the multiple scope, if you have the multiple network, you can configure in the failover option. I'm going to secondary DSCP server. So this is my secondary DSCP server. Host name is DSCP 002. IP address is 192.168.200.20, and login domain itsunil.local, Windows Server 2012 R2. Okay. So I'm going to open DSCP server. Open my server manager, tools, and DHCP. Now you can see here is the secondary DHCP server. Here I did not configure any DHCP scope, nothing else. Because this is my secondary server, we need to create as a partner server, as a partner DHCP server. Now I'm going to primary DHCP server. Here is my primary DHCP server, DHCP001. Now, right click IPv4 and configure, click on configure failover. Now you can see this is the two DHCP scope available here. So if you want both, if you want configure with both, yeah, if you want select the particular. So I'm going to configure both all DHCP scope. So click on next, select here the partner server, add server. My secondary DHCP server name is dhcp002.itstudent.local, as well as we have seen previously. So click the other DHCP server and click OK. Click on next. Here is the configuration. Create new failover relationship. Relationship name is the you can type here whatever you want. After the time duration, my secondary server will provide IP address to the client. This is the maximum client lead time. Okay. Mode is load balance. If you want to configure this secondary server as a load balance means my primary server and secondary server will work together as a load balance. If you select the load balance, so you have to choose the load balance 50 50 50, yeah, 80 20, means primary server provide 80% IP address to the client and 20% partner client work as a load balance. Okay, start switchover interval time. If you select here, how many time after how many time will provide secondary server IP address to the client. So you can select here switch over the interval. Yeah, if you want instant, so you can choose here and select. Yeah, if you want secondary server work as a standby, hot standby, so you can choose hot standby. Standby, yeah, active. It means active. Both server work as a active at a time. Yeah, my secondary server work as a standby. If you select here standby, so you have to select here how many percentage reserve IP address by secondary server. 5%, 10%, 20%, whatever you want, you can select here. Okay. So this is the option. Load balance, yeah, hot standby. So I'm going to create as a hot standby. Start switchover interval 10 minutes. So you have to select switchover interval time. How many time you have to take some time to find out whatever the reason why my primary DHCP server goes down. So you have to take the time to rectify the problem. So as per your convenient, you can select here for the minute. Now I'm going to select here 10 minutes. After 10 minutes interval time, if the primary DHCP not primary DHCP server not comes up, so others my secondary DHCP server provide IP address to the client. and click next. Here's the scope option, relationship name, start switchover interval 10 minutes, hot standby, okay, 0 hours maximum client lead time, and finish. Add scope of partner server successfully, disable scope partnership, client failover configuration partnership successfully, and close. Okay. Now my failover option, DSCP failover option has successfully configured. So now I'm going to check on secondary DSCP server. I'm coming here, going to, now you can see here, this is the address pool is 250, and address list, no list, reservation scope option is here, policy, other scope is, now you can see. Now you can check all my DSCP configuration and scope option has been successfully replicated from primary server to secondary server. This is my exclusion option 200.100. This is the exclusion. It means exclusion means a 200.10 IP will not provide to any client machine. This is the reservation. Yeah, exclusion. This is not provided by DHCP server. So now I'm going to DCP client, check whether it's working or not. So now I'm going to client machine and check. I'm going to log in. This is my client machine, which I have configured Windows 10. So now I'm going to network connection. Click change network setting and properties. Click on Internet Protocol version 4 and obtain IP address. No. Now we can see IP address 192.168.200.51. This is my default gateway, and primary DHCP server is 200.10. So now you can see CMD IP. Here is the configuration, IP address configuration, IP address 192.168.200.51, or this one. My primary DHCP server is 192.168.200.10. If my primary DHCP server goes down for any reason, how can get IP address to this client? So let's see. Now I'm going to shut down my primary DHCP server. So this is my primary DHCP server. Now I'm going to shut down Okay. After a shutdown, we will wait for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, my secondary DHCP server will provide the IP address to the client. So let's check. Now I'm going to my client machine and check that my secondary DHCP server is providing IP address to the client or not. As I've shut down my primary DHCP server, so now secondary DHCP server will provide the IP address to the client. Let's check. Now you can see here. Now my DHCP server address is 192.168.200.20. So my failover DHCP failover option is working fine. CMD. Let's check. IP config. Now you can check here. Now my DHCP server's address is 192.168.200.20. This is belong to my secondary DHCP server. Okay. So I hope you understand how we can configure DHCP failover option between two DHCP server in our network. If any case my primary DHCP server goes down for any reason, so my secondary DHCP server will provide the address to the client so that my client will work continuously without interruption. So I hope you understand. So if you like this video and you have to learn something from here, so I request you kindly share this video to your friend so that he can take advantage. And thank you so much for watching. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.